At the mention of names like Peter Kings of Nigeria, Hugh Masekela of South Africa, Jeffrey Oyema of Uganda, Eddie Gray of Kenya, Manu Dibango of Cameroon, Maria Makeba, popularly known as Mama Africa, one melody comes to mind. Jazz is certainly one of the high art musical forms enjoying worldwide audiences. Its many subgenres which employ almost every music instrument. Its many subgenres which employ almost every instrument in music point to a genre in which the rules are encouraged to be broken and where creativity and improvisation is an integral ingredient to its rhythm.
Jazz is all about improvisation. Jazz is having many views about a simple thing, okay? And it's not so much the complexity that you bring to it, but the ingenuity of your angle of seeing things.
Jazz seems to be promptly recognized and distinguished as something separate from all other forms of musical expression. For jazz enthusiasts, it's never a dull moment. According to fans, jazz music does not only inspire, but stimulates positive energy.
It gives us joy, it can evoke sadness. But the thing about jazz for me, it's very sound music for sound minds.
Jazz, before it became prominent in the United States in the early 20th century, was known to originate from Africa. Its ties to Africa is not only because the genre was created by African Americans, but the elements that make jazz distinctive were derived primarily from African musical sources. Its general approach to rhythm, groove, and instrumental improvisation. However, in recent years, jazz in Africa is often viewed unfavorably and is seen by many as an elitist art form that is enjoyed by privileged members of the society. It is also evident that younger listeners have trouble connecting to or enjoying jazz.
Jazz is for the matured mind, for the matured reasoners, for those who want to know what music looks like. It's not for babies, it's for adults, matured adults. It's a music that we will all play when you, at your leisure time, when you're at work, when you are relaxed, when you are sleeping, it can suit you to sleep.
April 30th is recognized on the calendars of both the United Nations and the United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization, UNESCO, as an International Jazz Day, which was declared in 2011. This was to highlight jazz and its role of uniting people in all corners of the globe. As part of marking this notable day, the Lagos International Jazz Festival was put in place with the aim of establishing Lagos as a vibrant jazz tourism destination.
The Lagos International Jazz Festival has put Nigeria on the map of jazz festivals around the world, which is very significant for Lagos, for Nigeria, and for Nigerians all over the world.
Jazz music is constantly evolving, expanding and passing through several distinctive phases of development. As jazz evolves, the younger generation are not leaving stones unturned. These young jazz stars were at the 2019 Lagos International Jazz Festival to commemorate International Day for Jazz.
The idea of jazz music basically is for you to be able to sing lyrics that can empower people, correct society and teach people the right thing. So jazz music helps you to do that, in a kind of way. So for me, jazz is very comfortable for me to do, and then it enables me to express my vocal abilities.
With jazz, you can communicate your anger, you can communicate your emotions, your joy, your happiness, your loneliness. You can communicate. It's more expressive, and it allows you to be you.
Show me the way I can go. Take it on, yeah. Show me Jazz is very important because it enables people to come together. It's a music that is appreciated all across the world. Everywhere you go, you will find jazz musicians, and it's one kind of music that really is able to bring people together.
So in my music, I combine African, soul, pop, elements of pop music, several styles into tiny fragments, making it into a whole fusion.
You have to be able to actually find your love for it. It doesn't just come automatically. So it's not the kind of music people listen to every day. It's not the daily basis kind of, a high tempo, talking about girls, talking about money, talking about a lot of things,